I'm Mike Uyak. I love to try new things, and I've had culinary adventures all around the world as well as right at home. I've had really wonderful food, as well as some really horrible food. I'd like to share some of my adventures with you, and we'll see if I have what it takes to fix whatever goes wrong. This is Recipe Redemption. Hello and welcome to another episode of Recipe Redemption. I recently saw something on social media about a few places around the country that have experimented with a French's mustard ice cream. You heard me correctly, an ice cream made with French's yellow mustard. I'm all for experimentation. I mean, it's why I'm here, right? But there's just something about this whole idea that seems kind of wrong. After all, ice cream flavors are generally based on things you'd normally eat alone, given the opportunity, like chocolate, pistachio, butter pecan, or single note flavors that capitalize on the sweet creamy nature of the frozen sweetened cream mixture to rise above their humbler origins, like vanilla or mint. Mustard is definitely not something that I eat on its own. It's a condiment, or one ingredient among many, something meant to support the flavors of an overall dish, but not a dish in and of itself. The other problem was the description of the end product. I heard about this in an article, and the author explained that the ice cream base that they used was actually birthday cake flavored ice cream that they added French's yellow mustard to. So you get a super sweet sort of cotton candy flavor up front that slowly reveals the tangy bite of mustard at the end. If I'm going to have mustard ice cream, I want it to taste like mustard through and through. I mean, at least I think I do. Do I dare? Do I double dog dare? You betcha!
Starting off with just a cup of standard French custard style ice cream base, and the recipe for that I cover in the gear video that I did before, and I'll include a link in the at the end of this video. But to that I'm adding about a third of a cup of good old French's yellow mustard. This is not an endorsement of any kind of their mustard. This is what all the other people around the country have been using, is specifically French's yellow mustard. So that's what I'm going with. Just going to whisk that in, cover tightly, and refrigerate for at least 2 hours. Next, I assemble my mini ice cream maker. There's the freezing reservoir. There's the motor and attaching the beater to it. And here is the ice cream mix. Now, I have actually put this in the freezer for about 20 minutes. Even though I refrigerated it, I wanted it to be just a bit cooler. The closer it is to freezing before you put it into the ice cream maker, the better. It just has that much less thermal distance to travel before it starts to actually freeze up. Insert the beater and the motor and turn it on and let her run for about 10 minutes, or until it sounds like the motor is starting to work a little harder. And that tells you that the ice cream is about at soft serve consistency, which is basically what we have here. Now all you need to do is scoop this out into a nice airtight container. This will take a moment. I want to get every last bit if I can. Scoop this out into an airtight container and place in the freezer to harden. And I would say give it at least a couple of hours, preferably overnight if you can. And oh yeah, that insert comes out, so maybe it'd be a good idea to hold on to that instead of the flimsy plastic base.
So, here it is. Spoonful of the French's yellow mustard ice cream. Mm. It's weird that I kind of like it. It's they're definitely mustardy. So, no weird birthday cake flavor on this ice cream. It's mustardy right from the beginning. There's the vinegar that went into it. Mm. Mm. The sweetness of the ice cream base, even though it's a neutral sweetness, it does change it from being, straight yellow mustard to almost sort of a honey mustard sort of direction. It's actually pretty good, but I think my original protest still stands. It's mustard. So it needs to accompany something else. Like this. And so, behold, the bratwurst sundae. I've got a pan-seared bratwurst link that I've sliced longitudinally as well as latitudinally, I guess, to make bite-sized pieces, but still arranged in a bratwurst shape. I have yellow French's mustard ice cream. I have the brown stuff here. This is sweet Walla Walla sweet onion, French onion actually, ice cream. Topped it with a little bit of candied sauerkraut and sourdough pretzel bites. So I'm going to get a little bit of each, if I can. Dexterity being what it is. A little bit of everything. Give me some of that sauerkraut. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. That is really cold. That is fantastic. Oops. So good that I dropped the camera. This is surprisingly good. It's not too sweet. I gotta try for another bite. Sweetness tempers the mustard flavor a little bit. The French onion ice cream. It's good, but it's a little too subtle. There it is. You really only get the oniony flavor on the finish. I don't mind the cold bratwurst as much as I thought I was going to. I thought this was going to be really weird, but... So, bottom line is sometimes trying new things, experimenting with your ingredients in new ways yields surprising results. Sometimes they're horrible. Oftentimes they're horrible. But that's the whole point of trial and error, is you try something, it's horrible, you try again until you come up with something wonderful. I don't know if this is going to become a staple in our kitchen, but I'll do it again. If only just to baffle people. I'm honestly speechless. This is actually surprisingly good. I didn't think this was going to work. So with that, before this video gets too long with me saying absolutely nothing, I'd like to thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell down below to get notifications whenever I put up new videos, and tell your friends, because I'm going to try more stuff like this in the future. I am emboldened. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.